This video is an overview of the new technology I learned this semester, Adobe Photoshop. I'll be explaining what Photoshop is, popular features, professional use, and I will also give a demonstration. What is Adobe Photoshop? Adobe Photoshop is a graphics editor used to enhance, manipulate, and retouch photographs in digital artwork. This means you can add shapes, colors, effects, draw and paint, change backgrounds, and fix flaws in images. Key features of Adobe Photoshop. Photoshop empowers users with robust color management. Users can work in different color modes like RGB, ideal for screen display, and CMYK, essential for printing. Understanding these modes ensures colors look their best across different media. Unlock the power of non-destructive editing with adjustments. This feature allows users to fine-tune their image's appearance from brightness and contrast to color balance without permanently altering the original pixels. Let's explore some specific adjustments. Hue and saturation provides precise control over the colors in an image, allowing users to shift hues and adjust their vibrance. Another specific adjustment is levels. This feature adjusts the color balance and tonal range in an image. Another popular feature is called crop. This feature changes the image's dimensions or removes unwanted parts in an image. Another feature is layer. This feature applies the changes to certain image parts without disturbing others. Professional applications. Photographers utilize Photoshop to enhance, retouch, and manipulate their images to achieve a specific polished look that meets their client's expectations. For instance, consider this image of a man with skin redness, moles, and an ear piercing. A professional photographer would retouch the image using techniques like brush tools, layer masks, and content-aware fill remove to create a flawless result. Graphic designers leverage Photoshop to create and manipulate raster graphics for design projects like flyers, brochures, business cards, and logos. They combine various elements such as images, text, and effects for visual impact. For example, the mockup to the right has an effect and text elements to create a volcano-themed graphic. A graphic designer will combine various techniques to create eye-catching graphics. These include layer styles, brush tools, blending modes, and typography. Photoshop is a foundational tool for photographers and graphic designers. However, web designers and video editors utilize it according to their specific needs and workflows. Web designers use Photoshop to create website layouts, including page banners, static images, and custom buttons, optimizing images for web performance such as file, size, and format, all contributing to the overall look and feel of web pages. The example to the right is a website's homepage. A web designer would create a similar appealing homepage using techniques like layer styles, shape tools, text tools, brush tools, and blending modes. Video editors use Photoshop to retouch still frames or create visual effect elements for their projects. This includes adding text and graphics to videos. For instance, consider the graphic and the iterations of a lower third. That's an overlay that combines text and graphic elements to provide information to an audience, typically appearing on the bottom of a screen in television shows and movies. A video editor would use techniques such as layers, text tools, shape tools, and exporting as PNG with transparency to allow the video to show through. That is the power of Photoshop for a diverse range of creative professionals. Now, let's get started on a demonstration. Example 1, how to remove an item in a photo. Step 1, zooming in. I will zoom in on the item I am removing. That is the piece of herb on the table. Step 2, using the quick selection tool. When using this tool, you can choose the options add selection or minus selection. Also, you can choose to change the tool size. I will choose the add selection option and keep the tool size at 10. Next, I will choose the select and mask option. Then I will click OK. Step 3, deleting the item. With the Add Selection option, I will make an outline of the item. If I select any part of the background by clicking and dragging around the tool, I choose the minus selection option to remove it, then choose the Add Selection option to continue outlining the item. When I have finished selecting the item, I will right-click and choose Delete and Fill to remove it. Delete and Fill attempts to fill the area surrounding the removed item. Step 4. Zooming out. I will zoom out to review the photo after removing the item. Step 5. Enhancing the photo. To enhance a photo after removing an item, you can apply a filter. I will select the Filter tab and choose Sharpen. To sharpen the image more, I return to the Filter tab, choose Sharpen, then Sharpen More. Now the deleted item is less noticeable at the bottom of the photo. Example 2. How to add a subject to a background. Step 1. Opening the background image. I'll be using two images, one as the background and the other as the subject. First, I will open the background image, which is these two studio lights. Step 2. Working with layers to add a subject image. First, I will add a layer for the subject image. Here is the new added layer. Next, under the File tab, instead of choosing Open, I will choose Place Linked. Place Linked keeps the subject image as a separate layer. The subject image, the model, appears on the canvas and in the new added layer box. Step 3. Resizing the subject image. There is a size difference between the model and the two lights. I will resize the model to achieve a practical scale relative to the lights. Step 4. Using Select Subject and Select and Mask. I will choose the Select Subject option to make an initial selection of the model. Then I will choose the Select and Mask option. Step 5. Working with layers to refine and hide a background. Using the Select and Mask option, I will refine the edges of the selection around the model. I will go to the Layers section and adjust the Shift Edge option to -100 and click OK. Then to hide the model's background, I will add a layer mask to the model's layer. Black on the layer mask hides the subject image's background, so the background image shows. Step 6. Altering colors in the subject image. If I wanted to change the colors in the subject image, I could go to the Layer section and select options like Hue and Saturation. Through these two practical examples, removing an unwanted item and adding a subject to a background, I aim to demonstrate some basic skills I've acquired in Adobe Photoshop. Hopefully, this overview has provided a clear understanding of how to utilize the quick selection tool, the power of layers, and the precision offered by the Select and Mask option to achieve these common editing tasks. The information and techniques shared in this video are drawn from the following sources, which you'll see on screen now. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.